Hello. So I'm here to talk about hair health today and how you can make sure that your hair is healthier than ever. So let's start by talking about the kinds of hair that we have. We have medium porosity hair, high porosity hair, and low porosity hair. So high porosity hair हमारे पास वो बाल होते हैं where water doesn't take a lot of time to get absorbed, and how you can test that out is कि आप take a strand of hair, put it in a glass of water, and if it sinks down to the bottom in 2-3 minutes, that means that it is high porosity. Another thing that you could do is that you could take a strand of your hair and run your finger up and down on it. And if you notice any lumps, bumps, right, so that means it's high porosity. But if you notice that it's smooth, that means that it's low porosity. So, and medium porosity is an intermediate between these two kinds of hair. Another test that you could do to identify the porosity of your hair is that you could take a bottle of hairspray or those water sprinkler things, and you could spray your hair with it, and if the water immediately gets absorbed, doesn't take a lot of time to get absorbed, इसका मतलब है कि आपके बाल high porosity हैं. लेकिन अगर आपको ऊपर ड्रॉप्स नज़र आ रहे हैं पानी के और वो नहीं absorb हो रहे, they're taking their time to get absorbed, that means that your hair is low porosity. और अगर थोड़ा सा टाइम ले रहे हैं लेकिन eventually absorb हो रहा है पानी, so that means that your hair is medium porosity. So why is porosity important? Okay, so to explain that better, I'll tell you what the structure of a hair shaft is. So hair shaft के अंदर we have the cuticle and we have the cortex. So the cortex is the inner part जो बाल के अंदर होता है और cuticle उसको cover कर रहा होता है. Cuticle हमारे पास keratin से बना हुआ होता है और cuticle के अंदर अगर gaps होते हैं तो उसके through पानी अंदर बालों के अंदर absorb होता है. So अगर आपके high porosity बाल हैं तो the hair care that you should be doing, it will be slightly different than the hair care that you would be doing if you have low or medium porosity hair. So it's सबसे आसान बालों को संभालना is medium porosity hair. फिर high porosity hair को it takes a little bit of effort but not difficult. And अगर low porosity hair है, then again it takes effort but it is not difficult. So low porosity के अंदर क्योंकि पानी absorb होने के अंदर देर लगती है, so that also means that whatever moisture or whatever hydrating creams or conditioners that you might use, they don't get absorbed into the shaft. Instead, they just stay on the surface of the cuticle, जिसकी वजह से आपके बाल भारी हो सकते हैं and they could end up looking oilier than you actually intended them to look. High porosity hair के अंदर, on the other hand, it is very important for you to seal in the moisture with either a cream or an oil, so or a moisturizing product like a leave-in conditioner. Genetics determine the porosity of hair, but at the same time, chemical treatments, heat, sunlight, external factors also influence the porosity of your hair. So now that we're done with this, I am going to give you a few guidelines on how to make sure that your hair grows perfectly. So a lot of people think that their hair does not grow or isn't growing appropriately. So the solution to that is that get regular